But against this backdrop, we set our goals. Our May 2022 goals, just 8 months ago, were pretty ambitious. 50 individuals baptized, 50 new individuals joining our church. We're probably at 10 and 10. Serving, 50 new committed volunteers, we have fallen short there. Increasing our leadership by 10, we've added a couple, but we still have time. 50 volunteer evangelists actively sharing their faith online and in person. 2 short-term mission trips, we've accomplished that. 2 in-person revival prayer meetings, accomplished that. 100 weekly participants in Calvary's prayer meeting, accomplished that. Listening, 100 people trained at the feet of Jesus, we've got about 70, 75 in that regard. A full complement of teachers, not there. A fully established in-person worship service by June. Rudy's got some time, it may happen. Increasing our budget from $1,700 a week to $8,000. We made some progress, but not as much as we need to. So, again, our goal is to help people become like Christ. After all said and done, at the end of the factory line, the question is, what do people look like? So we try to use the ministry we have to build people, not use the people to build our ministry. We want, in the end, people to become like Christ. That's the goal. So we have a series of SMART goals for 2023. Are there any questions about what I've said so far? Good. I probably won't shut up again, okay? So between now and the end of the year, we want to see 30 new individuals being baptized and 50 new individuals join our church. You say, why are your goals so high on that, etc.? Please understand, in New York City, in order for a church to maintain where it is, you got to grow 20%. Why? Because you lose 20%. To move and backsliding. The only way we stop people from moving is to block bridges. Backsliding is another issue. But 20% of the people move, so or move on. So what do? You have to grow 20% to maintain. We think that people coming to church is a wonderful thing, but people joining the church is an indication of commitment. And we need commitment. We need to know who's actually playing on the team. Following, 30 new inches. Did I do that twice? Yeah. I skipped serving. So serving, we'll talk about that as we go. Testifying, 2 community outreach events by 2023. By August, we're working on those. 2 short-term mission trips. A trip to Cuba right now is perhaps in the making for the fall. Something else maybe after the first of next year. Interceding, 2 or 3 in-person revival prayer meetings. And then we want to add this component, a Wednesday morning daytime prayer meeting. Why? We have a segment of our church who doesn't want to come out at night and who doesn't like the internet. They'll do it on the internet, but they don't like it. So we want to do something in the morning. Interceding, and then learning, 20 leaders as facilitators of At the Feet of Jesus. We want to train a group of leaders who actually will facilitate this and perpetuate it. And then we need a mentoring program. We used to have something called Boys to Men, and we used to have something called Divas and Champions, where we mentored teens. We want to get that back in place. We're doing some of it now with Judy's cooking class. We want to get that back in place, again, by August. A fully established in-person worship service still is our goal by 2023, June of this year. And then we want to increase our giving, which is right now at about $7,400, and move it up to about $8,000. Why do we need that money? Well, everything we do, remember, when it comes to inflation, which has been 13% in the last 18 months, they don't give us an exemption from that with churches. No, I'm serious. I can't believe it. So when we get our electric bill, it is significantly higher. Not because we're using less electricity. It just is. So when we go to the electric company and say, oh, we're a church, they say, that's great. Have you paid your bill? Our insurance for the building is up 25%. Our health insurance premiums are up 16%. Sam, were you raising your hand? Yeah. The only way for your health insurance to get lower here is for the heart attack to take. So, we have to increase our ability to pay for things. Now, I'm not asking you to give more. Say, thank you, Pastor. I'm asking you to help us to get more people who then we have more. Listen, we're cheap. We are very cheap. We're very frugal. We're very careful with our monies, but it costs money to do business. Our SMART goals, those are our SMART goals. You notice all of them are dated. They're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-sensitive. For our serving goals, which I did not put there, which I did put there and I erased somehow, number one, we need to fill every ministry position we have by this June. Every ministry position we have. We are right now limping when it comes to nursery. We don't have a nursery director. We don't have a nursery team. People say, oh, we need new young families. You know what young families want to know is? Where's your nursery? First question, where's your nursery? I don't have to have ushers. I don't have to have greeters. I don't have to broadcast on the internet. I don't have to broadcast on the radio. I have to have a good running nursery. Just the way it is. I'm sorry if I make it personal. It's just the way it is. That's how I have to think about it. All right? Now, I'm going to share one other thought with you, but I need for you to grab on to the bottom of your seat.